So this is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Hey, let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Man, we ain't gonna waste too much time at all, man. What's up, Gina?
What's up?
It's a celebration, man. What up?
What's up?
What's going on?
It's a celebration, man.
Celebration.
Look,
Paul's closed.
This is the month that we celebrated two phenomenal filmmakers. They're the best that I know. I'll put it like that. They're the best at it. Bobby and Renee Peoples, man. These guys they're just phenomenal people. Number one, okay, they're funny as hell.
Yeah, they are.
But they have exemplified making movies. They have just taken the craft and just taking it to another level, man. And Hollywood, y'all move aside, okay? Because network is ready to roll, all right? And as always, man, we are celebrating them. Candles are lit, champagne is popped, all right? We celebrating these two, man, because quite frankly, they family to me, all right? So y'all give it up. Sound like Don Cornelius, right? Let's give it up for Bobby Peoples.
Yay!
Hey.
Woo, 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 woo. Where your machine at, Mo?
No, any other time.
Right?
I ain't got it. I ain't got my sound effects up on the screen over here.
So Bobby's
There you go.
at the crib. He's out in Detroit, Michigan, man. They were on a panel that was talking about doing exactly what he does, all right? And there was one thing. First of all, thank you, Bobby, for giving us a little time today.
Oh, no, thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for even doing this. I mean, a whole month long. I mean, being celebrated and being appreciated for the stuff that I love to do. So thank you guys. You guys, make me want to keep continue to do this. I get another month down next year. You know what I'm saying? So,
You say you get another month.
He said, next year, man. Look, I told you when we first met you, man. Our platform is your platform. Su platform, su casa is your casa. So
and you meant that too, because you've been doing it, man. That's why I've been sending people your way, man. Like, look, y'all gotta go check out these people, man, because it's important like nobody's business.
Oh man, we love independent.
We appreciate that.
But when you talk about independent filmmakers, you and Renee's name pops up. All right. Now, I was reading something earlier today where, and I'm kind of paraphrasing it, Bobby. He was sitting down, he was doing something, and another panel member was explaining what they were doing, Bobby and Renee's name was popped up in there. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a testament to what you guys do, man.
I mean, it shocked me, man, because these guys was at the distribution panel, because our panel's tomorrow. So I want to go check out, hear what the information you got to say and share with the filmmakers. And somebody asked a question, and the guy was talking about it. And we was in the room. He kept looking over at us. I'm just saying, hey, what's going on, whatever. And he started breaking down, like, yeah, man. He's like, Bobby and Renee, man, they make movies, and they've been doing this forever, and like, he's been following our trail for years. But here's somebody who I think has surpassed me in money, making movies. I mean, their name is big, huge to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and wow, like, But he said he followed us.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He said, and then after the thing, he said, man, you and Renee are the pioneers to all of this. So, I mean, I felt really good to me because that's like somebody saying, like KRS-One or African Bambaataa is to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said you giving us that honors, and you guys, who I think, man, you guys ain't making no small movies. You guys are making movies, $100,000, $500,000, $600,000 movies. You know what I'm saying? Every movie. I might do 1 or 2 of those kind of budgets, but every time they're doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, I see Renee's on. She's upstairs with the family.
Hey, Renee.
She couldn't come down and do it, but she's upstairs.
What's
So
There
when
he
that
is
happened, man,
upstairs.
it was just mind blowing to me. Like, wow, like, so you never know who's watching you, who you're inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Even though they might be in a better position that you think that you're in, but at the same time, they still look at you. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
As a pioneer who helped got them started. So that just to me was like, wow, it's amazing.
And that's a testament to what you guys have done, all right? And what's even better is that how humble you are with it. You know, you guys are having fun doing it, but you know, again, somebody, and you just said it's somebody who you thought was just the upper epsilon of movie making. They said, no, you are
exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just that person. It was a few people in the room, you know, was like, yo, like, you guys are just the epitome of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just to be mentioned in the name of some of these people in the same room with these people, man, is mind blowing. And so for it to happen in Detroit, my first time in Detroit ever, you know what I'm saying, to know like, wow, like I'm in Vegas, or if I'm not in Vegas, I'm in Atlanta. So to know that my wife's name is being said in areas that we've never even been.
Right.
Well, I've never been. Renee's from Detroit. So, but you know what I'm saying? So it's just a good feeling.
It's got to be, man, because, you know, I always say, and the motto for when I did Dope Living is, you walk in the door, man, nobody knows who you are. But by the time you leave, you don't have to say a word. Everybody knows everything about you, and they want to be around you.
Yeah.
You know? Leaving. You start with small footprints, and you leaving huge ones as you leave out the door, man. All right. And not saying that you're going anywhere. And I think the reason why people do that, man, is because number one, you guys are approachable. Number two, you guys are real. You know, when you get to a certain level, people tend to flake off a little bit. You know what I mean? But you guys are real. You are real. And then the other thing is that you're consistent. That is so important. Be consistent, man. I was reading some things here, man, and I'm gonna read it. And another part about it is people that are in the industry, when they get to say something about you and they wanna give you your accolades, it's a beautiful thing. When your brand is able to speak for you, it's a beautiful thing. Jim Mitchell, he's at Skyfire, he's the CEO, all right? Calls himself America's video storyteller. Look at what he said about Bobby. All right. He said some people in the world are skaters. They glide through life, never hitting any highs or stooping down to take a chance of grasping any lows. Their performance is like warm milk. Not this Bobby Peoples guy.
Man.
He is a live wire right off the chute. When Bobby takes on a project, the first thing you recognize is that you hired the right guy to get the job done right. Bobby Peoples is thorough. He clicks off all the switches and makes the production hum like a well-oiled machine. If I've ever given another person a higher recommendation for shooting, directing, editing, writing, video, I truly can't remember who that person might have been. If it's sound, lighting, collaborating on a script, you'll think you're lucky stars that Bobby was on your crew.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Man, thank you. Thank you.
Bruh.
Wow.
I'm just saying,
now, man, shoot.
Yeah, man. Like, so I'm very humble in this case, man, because I grew up in an era where as though what I'm doing now was unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dream.
You know, like why are you dreaming about making movies when the rest of the family is working in the steel mill or working for, you know, DuPont and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for people who to acknowledge that what I've done and what I sacrificed my entire life to do, you know what I'm saying, and be recognized for that, man. It's very humbling experience, and it's also a wonderful experience at the same time. Like, wow, like these people actually dig what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Whether they like the content or not, they still see the effort and the stride that my wife and I are making in this business. So it's just amazing tonight to me.
Y'all need to trademark y'all name, Bobby Renee.
How you know it ain't?
Well, that's what they look, man. If I'm somewhere by myself, they always ask for Renee. And she's somewhere by herself, they always ask for Bobby. So it's like we just one person. Renee.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Everybody know y'all about Bobby Renee.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you just go like that. Like, you know.
And you know what? I'm happy for that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just who we are. You know, what y'all see on social media is how we are in person behind when no one's watching us. I mean, we might be in the car driving somewhere. We just might break out into a song, just you know, and just talking crazy stuff. Like it's just funny to me. And so when I post stuff, I'm posting mid conversation of what just happened. So if you look at anytime I'm on Facebook and you see some random quote or random stuff that's happening or a song, because I've just listened to that song, I just had that conversation, and it just stuff that really happens, you know. So
felt like it felt, yeah.
Right, yeah. So like, you know, I gotta share it because no one's gonna believe this. So I mean, so if you know, we had auditioned for a few reality shows. I think I said this before. So I think that's about to come back around again because people are, you know, recognizing Renee and I as husband and wife team. Way about doing a reality show, it was all negativity, but I think our personas and our personalities, it's not a negative thing. It's just about two black people, married black people, working together and building a dynasty. You know, we have 7 kids and 2 grandchildren. So when we leave this earth, you know what I'm saying, we're going to leave them with something that they can look forward to and be proud of.
Yeah, the People's Network going to go on forever. And to the earlier point, if people do not mention Bobby and Renee together, Renee gonna slap that ass. I mean, you know,
better watch out for that slap.
The lip gonna roll up under that too.
She gonna slap.
Right. She's known for smacking people, ain't
and
she?
she won't miss, guys. She won't miss. So, Bobby, let me ask you, man. You know, as you guys were coming up in your early beginnings, were you? Because I know that you just threw a band into the wind and you just said, "Hey, we're gonna do this." You know, you and Renee together. Were you guys afraid?
I wouldn't say afraid. I would say that I was going to do it no matter what. I was going to figure out how to make it work. Before Renee and I got together, I had a film company called the People's Film Company. So I was already doing the movie process anyway. Then when Renee got together and it was just something that, you know what? I mean, if we're going to be together and we both have a love for this, then this is what we both going to do. I didn't have a backup plan. You know, I didn't have okay, if this doesn't work out, I can go do this or something like that. I've always wanted to be in film. I always wanted to make movies. Only thing that changed is that when I first started, I wanted to be an actor. But I talk fast naturally, so it's hard for me to slow down. I used to have a real bad stutter. So when I would go out for audition, I would always get offered roles that I didn't really want. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, I'll audition for something that, you know, hey, the nice boyfriend type, next door kind of guy. And they don't want to give me that role. They want to give me the drug dealer or the pimp role. I'm like, and I don't know that life. You know what I'm saying? That's not who I am. That's not what I want to portray. So I started to learn how to make movies. So I would go to Barnes and Nobles, Books a Million, and just, you know, if I didn't have the money, I was go sit there for hours and just read books on filmmaking. You know, what the process is, and then I will overthink things, and then I'll go back and read up again. Like, okay, well, this now makes sense because I didn't understand it the first time, but now I understood it. Then now, okay, well, I get a couple of dollars, I buy the book to take it home. Like I read like 20, 30 books on making before I really got started doing my own thing. So I figured if I'm going to do this, I'm going to put 100% into making it work no matter what. So it was sink or swim for me.
Right. So see, and Bobby didn't tell you guys, and I'm you know, Bobby, I got to put stuff out there, man. So he didn't tell you that in the earlier beginnings. Let's go way, way, way back.
Here we go.
Hey, that's a long way back.
I know, right?
That was pre-slap tracks.
Bobby used to take his G.I. Joe toys.
Oh man, who told you this story? Did I tell you this story?
And pretend to make movies with them. Okay.
Yeah.
He used to take G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what they used to do in real life, though.
And the other thing, and he used to set them up and pretend to make movies with them. He even told them, "Cut."
Yeah. If my mom or dad could have given me a little camera back then, it would have been a whole lot of G.I. Joe, Star Wars movies back then. I mean, I would have figured it out. So I just had my imagination, you know. I grew up an only child. I didn't know I had any siblings until I was 19.
Ah,
So that's all I had was my imagination. And I was raised by my grandparents. So my grandmother, you know, when she was sickly, I used to stay in the house with her all the time. So I had my little toys. But one of the things that I do miss about that is that we used to watch TV all day long. Like all the Light Riders and all those shows, Dallas and Not Standing and all those shows, Airhawk, like those are stuff that I grew up watching with my grandmother and watching. Like one of my favorite movies, which I would love to actually do a remake of one day, was Imitation of Life. That was one of her favorite movies. So we would sit down every year, because like every year around Christmas time, that movie would always come out. So we would sit in the bed and watch TV, you know, all day with my grandmother. And I used to sleep with my grandmother, you know, like till I was 5 years old. So I was sleeping in bed with my grandmother, and I passed out. I was sitting there watching TV all night. And this was when TV before cable, so only had 3 channels. You had NBC, ABC, and CBS.
Yes,
until Fox 5 came out. So, you know what I'm saying?
And
so
Channel
at
32,
midnight,
Channel
everything
11.
shuts down. You had the national anthem going on, and then it goes snow at midnight. So that's how long I've been around this stuff.
And that's what's up. I mean, I wasn't trying to clown you. I'm just saying, you know, humble beginnings make great endings. You know what I'm saying? Sit on the steps. Look, I used to think my son was crazy, man. He used to have them wrestlers, and he used to play with the wrestlers and throw them from up way up down. But it's creativity. You know what I mean? It's creativity. Now, Bobby, another comment that you know, because we're celebrating, okay? So you need to be celebrated, brother.
Thank you.
This guy is an actor, director, writer, instructor. His name is Benjamin Anderson.
Benji.
He says, what's the term used by folk to signify a person who's driven, a mover and a shaker? That would be Bobby Peoples. When Bobby arrived in Atlanta ahead of the film TV activity that's occurring now, he already knew what it was he wanted to accomplish. He shook up the culture, moved on his ideas, and hasn't looked back. His pioneering spirit and drive to get it done makes him a person that others could emulate if their desires to make a difference and be the difference. What's happening here, People's Network, and great things are coming. If you a desire and a need to shake things up, then Bobby is the one to make that happen.
Wow. Benji was one of the stars in our show we did called Money, Power, and Respect. And it was loosely based on Renee's life with her family, her dynamics of her dad having multiple, you know, children, something like that. And so we made Benji the patriarch of that particular show, Money, Power, and Respect. And in Atlanta, we actually got that shown on Comcast on demand. So we were like one of the only, I don't know, another show, I forgot the name of it now. But out of the local content, we were the only one who had a show on Comcast locally in Atlanta for 3 seasons of that show. And Benji was the lead of that. So thank you, Benji, for the kind words, my friend.
And
it's been a pleasure.
Atlanta's hard.
Yeah, it's a hard market. It was harder then. So this was like in 2008, 2009.
That's when it was burgeoning.
So it's a lot easier now, but there's so many content creators out there now in Atlanta, and some of these guys are like driven hard, and you know they're hungrier.
They're gonna do it.
And so for these guys, like I said again, to mention my name and my wife's name in their conversations, it just, you know, we did what we set out to do. Like one of the things I always told Renee is that I want to be one of the most talked about filmmakers in Atlanta. And I think we've done that. So now I tell Renee, now I want to be one of the most talked about filmmakers in the country.
There you go.
You know, so that's where we are now. And it kind of proved that today here in Detroit. I mean, so, you know, I think I've accomplished that goal and that dream. She said, every time I say I want to do something, I always do it. So now I want $1 million by tomorrow. So let's see what happens.
I know that's right.
Make it 60.
Speak it.
You got
you know what I'm saying?
You got a day, Bobby. You got a day to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm going to make it happen, but like I said, it's people like you guys who encourage me and my wife to continue to do this, and just the content that we create is being celebrated like by you guys. Like I've never heard someone say, "I got a show, but I'm going to dedicate 1 day a week for a whole month to celebrate you." This is unbelievable to me. Like, you know, wow, I appreciate it. Like, out of all the filmmakers, the producers you talk to, you decided to do it on us. So, I mean, like, wow. You know, like, we left that big of an impression for you to want to do that. So I like thank you and the rest of the team.
I'm gonna tell you, Bobby.
it's our
You know,
pleasure.
we all love your movies, okay? But you know, it wasn't a. You know, when we love everyone that comes on the show, talk about their movies, the acting jobs that they do, and this and that. But you know, when you come across people like you and Renee, who are so genuine, you know, I love genuine people. I love truthful people. I love people that are fun. You know, because the world is a crazy place.
It is,
and to be able to tell the truth and show them the truth. You know, things that again, we talked about this when we first met you. Things that people are afraid to talk about, you guys show. You know, and that's so important for people. And for me, it's important to have met you and to talk to you guys because it encourages me, number one, to do, because I've been dibbling and dabbling with film, okay, but it encourages me to finish things, okay. Number one, it encourages me to be consistent, all right. And just be happy with what I'm doing, you know, and you guys exemplify that, man. Look, Byron Smith says, I used to dress up as Black Panther and Blade and even Spider-Man. Now I get paid to do that. Keep it up, Bobby.
Hey, Byron. Yes, Byron's another actor, a friend of ours. We just wrapped the movie with him on Monday. Like, we wrapped the movie on Monday. Renee had to get her hair done on Tuesday, and we flew out Wednesday morning to Detroit. So, like, we're still like in movie making mode. But Byron is a wonderful actor. He does a great time. He comes to set on time. And like when we did the second movie with him, this is the second movie we did. We wrote the spot for him particularly. Like, hey, Byron, can you do the movie? You know what I'm saying? So he left that good of an impression on us on the first time we met him to like just write this particular role for him. So yes. And Byron does his thing. It's Black Panther and Spider-Man and all those Marvel heroes, Blade and all of them. So cats off to him. Another guy you get on your show too, man. Because
I was just gonna say, Bobby, if you tell me that I got to get him on the show,
you gotta get him on the show.
Done
Get him
deal.
on.
Get him on the show. because his family is rich in Atlanta. I mean Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So like, because his mom owns a lounge in Vegas. So he got roots there in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So you know, for him to welcome Renee and I into Vegas, his hometown. You know what I'm saying? To give us our accolades. I mean, you know, we're doing something right, but also at the same time, this guy, his family is known throughout the city as well. So thank you, Byron.
Bobby said you got to come to the show. So you can put in your comments, commit to coming to Dope Living TV Live. You got to come because Bobby says so. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Now, Bobby, Renee she still steps both ways. She's an actress. She's a great actress, actually.
Yeah, she is. And she acts like she loves me all the time. So yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
you know you joshing, man. You know.
And she produces and everything. All right. I don't see how you guys do this. You know, I mean, it's like you got 13 different hats on, and you juggle them. I mean, you wear them well, but damn, dude.
I mean, when you love what you do, man, it don't feel like it's a hat. You know, it feel like that's just part of the job. That is part of your dream. You know what I'm saying? Like we both like to write. We both like to direct. We both like to make movies. You know what I'm saying? So when we both generally love what we do and we make a living doing what we do, it's like, you know, it's a fun thing to do around. I mean, like if I'm going to be around somebody 24/7 a day, I'm glad I can do it around with my wife. You know what I'm saying? It's like she understands the business. She understands what we go through making projects. Sometimes it's stressful, sometimes it's not. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. But to have somebody in your corner that you can share that with, there's nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I get to do that with my wife.
Yeah, that loves it just as much as you do. You know?
Right. So that's why I made a post earlier today. Like, do you guys love me with my side chick? And I said, well, can I call her my side chick because she's always beside me.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
People got to understand that because you're dangerous with your words.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I laugh and joke about it, but I mean, if you look down inside, you know, because you know what I'm saying, behind every good man is a woman, but she's not behind me. She's beside me. You feel me? So it's like we're in this together. I mean, she support me, I support her. Only thing she got behind me is her name tattooed on my back. That's as far as she go behind me. You know what I'm saying? She look left or right, she's always gonna be on my side. So if we can, let's start making the term side chick great again. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going with.
You put that on a hat. Put that on a red hat.
Right. Let's put that in there. You know, let's make the term side chick great again. That's my thing.
And see, I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to work with your spouse. And you know, Gina has that, Mo has that, I don't have that, but I think it's a beautiful thing. Gina, can you speak on that, because you and Robert are doing some great things together as well?
Yeah, I mean, you really have to. It's compromising too. Even just like in a marriage, you have to compromise when you in a business with your spouse. There still have to be some give and take. There are some times when I want to do things a certain way and he want to do it differently. One of us got to give in, or it's not gonna be successful.
Right.
Yeah, and we do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one thing about my wife is that if I come up with the craziest ideas to make a movie, she doesn't say no. She'll be like, okay, when you want to do it? And then she'll pull me back to reality. Well, we can't do it this time because we're working on this. Because me, I will film every day, every hour of the week. But she's like, hey, July, our anniversary month, and our son's youngest birthday, my youngest son's birthday. So we take July off. No, I can't even touch or look at the camera from July 1st to July 31st.
You be itching, don't you? He be doing this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
spooky.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though. She doesn't stop me from being mentally creative. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I want to do this idea or want to do this, she's always for that. You know what I'm saying? And then once we do it, I incorporate her ideas into making it happen. So that's how we work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, if I want to do this movie about, like we did the Taboo series, you know what I'm saying? It's about incest, stuff like that. You know, who wants to make a movie about incest? But when I broke it down to the mental behavior of certain people, then it was something that she can create and build on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we kind of are there together. You know what I'm saying? Like we on the same wavelength of doing that. Or she might have an idea and I'm like, okay, let's run with it. You know what I'm saying? She's in charge of it. You tell me what you need from me. You know, so, and that's how we do it, you know, but it is a compromise, but our compromise is never with the work. It's what you want to do with the work.
Right.
However, when are we going to work? You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do holidays. I can't do birthdays. You know, like, Mother's Day. Like, I don't mind filming on Father's Day. I bet not schedule not one movie appearance on a Mother's Day. Oh, I would never hit the end of it.
Better
And
not.
you know this.
Exactly. I'm gonna get the smackdown. You know?
Let me ask you, Bobby, how hard was it to break into a station like Tubi and get your films on there?
It's not a thing about hardness because we go through distributors. You know what I'm saying? So it's building relationships with distributors. You know, we've been working with Maverick for the last couple of years. We just started this new relationship with Homestead. And matter of fact, one of the owners of Homestead is on the panel with us tomorrow. We talked to the other owner today, distributor. We linked up. So after our panel tomorrow, we got some business to talk. We're going to the offices here in Detroit, and talk about some things. So it's all about building relationships. So it's not how hard it is; it's how hard you built your network. So that way, your net worth, you know the saying. So it's not a hard thing. It's the fact that what is it you're trying to do with your project? You know what I'm saying? We all want to make money from that project. We all want to get on platforms. And it's easy. It's always ways of doing it. You go to the distributor, you can do it yourself through an aggregator and stuff like that. So it's not a hard thing, just how hard you're willing to work to make it happen.
Yeah, it's you and Renee have ushered in a new era of filmmakers. You guys have literally taken over this Tubi. I mean, seriously, and people, you can't get on Tubi without seeing a Bobby and Renee Peoples movie.
Well, we got 20 on there, so it's kind of hard not to. But
I'm telling you, man, and when you get to some of them, you have to repeat them, because with the number of people, especially me, and I can only speak for myself right now, but with the people that have been on this show, I always go back, like we had the guy who did the scores. I always go back and I'm like, okay, well, let me look at one of Bobby's movies and see how that score relates to this scene here. I got to go back, okay? And I use you and Renee's movies as a template for when these other people come on and, they talk about we acting like this or the music has to do this, okay? Let me see. Let me go back to one of Bobby's and Renee's movies and judge what you just said, okay? And you guys blend that so well, man. All right.
Thank you.
It's just amazing to create something like that and be able to entertain people and to make, again, especially when the world is like it is, you guys are taking the hatred, the strife, the depression out of the world, and for at least for an hour and a half, 2 hours, you got something to look at and look at something, some good movie, something to take you away from all of that crap. Mo, you got a question?
Yeah. So have you guys ever tried going to the independent film festivals and things?
Well, that's where we are now. We in Detroit at the Black Indie Stream Film Festival. So that's why we're here now.
Oh, okay.
And last month we was at the Las Vegas Black Film Festival. So, we had a class in the Las Vegas one, and we on the panel on this one. So yeah, we branch out and we try to educate as much as possible. Face to face. I also have, like I said, I wrote a book on this stuff, a step-by-step instruction manual. I call it. It's not a book; it's a step-by-step instruction manual that's on Amazon. So I think we're always educating. My wife, she does a screenwriting class and acting class virtually. So we're always trying to teach how we do things, because you can read 1 million books and talk to 1 million producers, and they all have their own way of doing things. But we all have we all have the same goal, and we all have the same result. We all have completed projects. So no matter how you get there, it's how you finish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the thing that we do. So we're always educating people, and people, I think we are approachable to a certain extent. And I also consult people. People, they hire me to tell them what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, because they want that one-on-one knowledge. And I respect them too, because, they're not wasting my time, because I'm getting out so much information to people to do things, and they're going to do the total opposite. And they come back to me and say, well, I did this. I know you told me to do it this way, so how can I fix it? Like, well, now I got to figure out how to fix it what you put yourself in, because I told you not to do it that way in the first place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. But some people have hired me on a one-to-one basis to, walk them through some things. So.
Right. And I think Mo has a great point, man. You guys need to get these movies to these film festivals too, all right? Matter of fact, there's a friend who always watches the show, Karen Toring. She does the Gary, Indiana Black Film Festival. It's a huge film festival. My friend, William Johnson, he played in Blue Hill Avenue, is it called? Blue Hill Avenue. He was E-Bone in that movie. He does a film festival as well. He's out in LA right now.
Okay.
Earthquake, by the way. Happy birthday, Earthquake. But man, you and Renee have been doing this for quite some time, and you guys are instrumental in a lot of actors and actresses getting work and getting their names out there and doing bigger and better things than they ever thought they could imagine. How does that feel for you?
It's great, because, like I said, I grew up in a place where it was all negative. Why you want to dream this? Why you want to do that thing? So for me to be that inspiration that they need, because it only take that one seed to be planted for somebody to do forward. Yeah. It just happened. I was strong enough to let people tear me down. So if someone comes to me with a dream and they say, and I can help them or show them a path to make it work, like a lot of our films, a lot of actors, that was their first time getting speaking lines, first time even being in a movie, period. Sometimes, some people worked with us and started their own production company because we showed them how we do things, and they say, hey, we can do the exact same thing. So we make it simplified enough that anybody can do it. Even when I wrote my book because my son at the time, who was 13, but he's now 27. When I wrote the book, I wrote it for his class because he had to do a project, either write a book or do a movie. Well, his dad and his stepmom makes movies. So I said, well, he said, well, how you do it? So I wrote, because he has ADHD. So I wrote it for him as a instruction book. And I realized I'm answering these same questions to people who older than him, asking these same questions. Like, well, if I can do this for a 13-year-old who can pick it up, read it, and have no problem making this little movie, then why can an adult do it? So he did the movie. He got an A++ because he was the only person who did the movie, obviously.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
A++.
Right, yeah, he got an A++. And so everybody, said it was a good thing for him. And then the adults was actually understanding it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great feeling that I researched enough, and I've been around a lot of things enough, and I can also foresee things somewhat, how to, okay, well, be careful for this if this happens, and how to pivot around it. So for me, it's a great feeling that I can do that. And again, my time on this earth would have been wasted, because 100 years down the line, I want people to still be talking about Bobby and Renee, how we implanted things. And Renee and I, we had this conversation today, is that I want to be the kind of person that, like Roger Corman, look him up, or Lloyd Kaufman, look him up. Roger Corman, he was the person who gave James Cameron his first job as a filmmaker.
Right.
James Cameron had made 3 of the highest grossing movies of all time.
Yep.
Lloyd Kaufman, who owns Troma Studios, he gave James Gunn, who's now head of DC, his first job. You know what I'm saying? So they were independents who actually was so outside the ballpark of their way of thinking, because they didn't want to follow the path that everybody else is doing, the same thing and being a robot. They did things their way and paved the way for other people to now who actually control Hollywood now to this day, has come up through these guys who remain independents to this day. Well, not Roger Corman so much. I think he's up in age. But Lloyd Kaufman, Troma Studios, been around for 40 plus years, and they're still making movies to this day. So I want to be that person for our generation, for our skin, for our people, that, hey, Bobby gave me my first start. Renee gave me my first start. Now I'm making millions and billions of dollars making stuff that I was given opportunity because they believed in me then.
Absolutely. You and Renee are the gatekeepers now for this. I mean, you don't have to comment on it, but you guys are the gatekeepers for this. You guys are paving the way for a lot of people to do this independent film thing. We're celebrating Mr. Bobby Peoples and his wife Renee Warren Peoples here on DopelivenTV Live. We've been celebrating them all month, okay? Because they deserve. They deserve it. I don't care if anybody else celebrates them. I wanted to do it because. Well, I should say we wanted to do it because of the type of people that they are. Bobby's a really funny guy.
And we just see those videos.
Gives you jewels, sir, and he says, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir."
Hey, I gotta give Andre some props, man, because Andre, him and his partner Evans, there's some local filmmakers in Vegas. They're young filmmakers. They're hungry. I went to their set, helped them out with some things. I brought them to check out things how we doing our set. They're actually making their 3rd film right now. They got 2 on Tubi right now. I can't think of it. 100 Degrees After Midnight, and I can't think of the title of the second one. So I'm sorry, Andre, I can't think of it. But these are 2 young filmmakers, man, who are going through the Bobby and Renee school right now, I'm very proud of. So you might want to get the information, get them on the show too. Andre's the writer.
There we go.
There's another one.
And Evans, the director. So I mean, these are guys, but they're young though. These are young guys, and these are examples of people who actually listen to what I'm saying to them, and they actually done it, and they're actually seeing the results of it. So it's not like I'm telling them something that I think may happen, or it's a theory. It's actually stuff that actually works. You know what I'm saying? It works for them. Now, would it work for you is a different story. It all depends on how much effort you put into it.
He said, "Big homie, that's love. You ain't have to do that."
Oh, of course, Jay. I'm always showing love to people, man.
Networking. That's the key.
So, Andre, you're gonna have to commit on DopelivenTV Live on this space right here and say, "Hey, I'm coming to the show, and we're gonna get you on." Okay?
Yes, Dre, y'all got to do it, Evan, man. Y'all got to do this. I'm trying to tell you, man, because Greg and the rest of the people, Gina and Mo. I mean, these guys, man, they're showing love to me just for a whole month. Imagine the love they show for all the other independent filmmakers out there. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys right here, it's a turn up. It's a great thing, man.
Yeah.
So don't sleep on it, Dre. Make sure you hit up their inboxes, man, and let them know you're ready.
We love to celebrate people that are doing great things. Yeah, he said a month. Dang.
Yeah. A whole month, bro.
All good. But I was saying, man, Bobby a funny dude, man. So he's out in Detroit right now. And Bobby, I follow y'all, man. I want to make sure y'all safe, number one, okay? But
I think I know what you about to say.
Look, I'm getting ready to read it. So Bobby I'm just gonna read it. He says, "I saw a video rental store yesterday. Part of me is overjoyed that it still exists. The other half of me thinks it's a drug front."
Hey, it is what it is. Yeah,
Think about, I mean, like, who buying DVDs now? Like, it was a big video.
Right? All the damn red boxes all over the place and everything.
Look, I don't have a DVD player, and I make movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who has a DVD player? I'm happy it's there. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy it's there, but I'm thinking, bro, come on now. Like, it's
for real though, DVDs.
It's a video rental store. Like, who's renting videos?
Probably got the curtain in there too.
Wait,
man.
not the
they probably got Shaniqua in there talking about them.
Yeah, I didn't go inside the store because we drove past, but I saw it said video rental. So and it was open, and it had like DVD stuff in the window. I'm like, okay, like what's going on, Detroit? Like, I mean, if that's your business, that's your business. But I'm like,
hey, if they
Is it
paying
still,
taxes, you know
maybe
what?
it's still popping out there.
Yeah,
I guess so.
you'd be
I don't
surprised.
know.
But somebody wrote a comment. They said there is a start to another script.
Right.
Yeah. The video store.
And like I said earlier, like Renee, now we was driving past it, and that was the first thing that came to our conversation. Like, what the hell? Like the video rental store. It was on the other side of the road, so we didn't go around and check it out. But trust me.
Wait, Bobby, the new Jack City 2.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, wait a minute. And then Gina, he as he was driving unsafely, taking pictures. All right. He took a picture of the sign 8 Mile Road and said, "Let's see if we can find Eminem."
Oh no, you didn't.
Hey, look, man.
And then pull up at a convenience store and 7-Eleven say, "Here's some M&Ms right here."
Right, exactly.
Andre said he gonna tap in. Yeah, hey Andre, lock us in because we getting ready to fill up. Do we got any spots next week? Because I want to do them as soon as possible. You know, I want to keep it rolling. I don't care, but we'll find.
We just keep Thursday open for it.
Andre, lock in with us, man, and you too, Byron. Y'all lock in with us because we want to celebrate you guys as well. We don't have a month for you yet. All right,
it's coming though. It's coming, man. Because these guys are doing some serious work, man. Like trust me, they got the heart. You know what I'm saying? They just need the opportunity. And like I said, I can only do with so much. But cats like Evan and Andre, they're filmmakers too, so they're gonna be creating more opportunities as well. They're from Vegas. Vegas is their hometown.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They natives to the area. I'm a visitor. You know, I've only been there 3 years.
Right.
But these guys are homegrown. You know what I'm saying? And they show me love, so I'm always gonna show them love because those are my little homies. So whatever I can do to support them and make sure that they get the acknowledgement that they're gonna get, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it because the ideas they have and the way they work. It's like it remind me of myself when I first started, and what I wish I had of me to tell me and show me some things, you know, or somebody I can just call on instead of going spend hours in the bookstore. I can just call them up and say, "Hey, Bobby, you know, what do you think about this? Or how can I do this? Or you know, what I'm saying I got offered this. What do you think? You know, what I'm saying so." You know, for them to look at me and look up to me and Renee in that way, and know that they can come to us any time with any problem, and if we don't know it, we'll try to help solve the problem together, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I said at the outset of the show. You know, you and Renee, you both you're approachable. You guys, you give back tremendously. You give back by helping these people, you know, live their dreams. And it's something, man. Bowfinger Stagger says, proud of you, Bobby.
Hey, another filmmaker. He's in Vegas too, man. Bowfinger.
Come on, it's a whole party, Bowfinger. All y'all, just come on.
Let's take a whole week and go.
Yeah, Bowfinger got some stuff. Matter of fact, he do it with his son, and that's to me right there. That's love because I mean, my sons don't really want to do too much, but my daughter helped out his last project. So, but to be doing movies with your son, your namesake. I mean, to me, that's joyful. You know what I'm saying? But all my sons, you know, 2 of them in Virginia, and the other 2 in Atlanta. And the other one, he's just 13 years old, so all he want to play is Roblox. So, but
that's
yeah,
just it right now, right?
Yeah, but Bowfingers, he's another great filmmaker out there in Vegas too, man. He got some ties on the West Coast as well, so you might want to Bowfinger, you might want to go ahead and get in Greg inbox right now, man, and get you up on the show.
Bowfinger, Bobby told me to ask you to come on the show. Inbox me, let me know. Come on the show.
So it's like every time I come on the show, man, people show up who I know and like, look, man, you got to get these people because they're doing such amazing work as well. Because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of independent filmmakers, man. I'm like I say it like this. I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I generally love what they do. Like when I'm not working, I'll take a whole day off and just put on Tubi if I can find their content and just watch everybody who I know stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is great. This is great. You know what I'm saying? Just to show them that support, but also to help run them numbers up as well because they get paid for this.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I do the same thing, man. I sit here and watch Tubi, and as I'm watching, I'm binging. I go another Bobby and Renee movie.
Yeah.
Again,
I just finished Deadly Bond. I think it was Tuesday.
Okay,
Tuesday,
well, thank
I
you.
think I finished it. Yeah, I was like, I didn't understand. I don't want to tell the movie, but I just don't understand why she did what she said she thought was crazy. I didn't get it.
I mean, but
You
you know,
must go check the movie out. You got to go check the movie out.
yeah,
to find
check
out.
the movie out, check it out. I mean, you know, like I said, we like to do stuff that make people say oh shit. But you know, we call it the oh shit factor. If we can have you saying oh shit at least once while you watch any of our movies, our job is done. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all I want you to say is oh shit.
I just said it on all of the movies. Basically, I'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Come on, man. But let's give them an oh shit moment real quick. This is the trailer again for Deadly Bonds. Okay, it's out now on Tubi. Y'all check this out.
I need you to help me make my husband disappear.
You think her rotting away in prison is a good enough punishment?
You'd be surprised, man. People do a lot of crazy shit. They pushed hard enough.
Easily, Claire. 50, 60 G's?
Oh, of course. Money's not a problem.
I just could not believe that she put together this whole elaborate scheme to kill her husband and that shit blew up in her face.
So go and arrest her. Unfortunately, your wife made that her mission to get you out of the way.
All the while filming it like a reality TV show.
I don't know what's been up with you lately, but you've been off your game.
Why you want to kill your husband?
I met the man of my dreams and I want to spend the rest of my life with him.
You know we haven't had sex in 3 months. What? We're gonna have a cute.
I mean, he is worth more dead than alive.
Just jumped him in the head.
I know, man. I feel like I'm a fucking failure at marriage, man.
What if one of us dies? Like, what would happen?
Oh,
Hey man, that shit crazy, dude. She crazy.
Hey, but you know what? That's the deal. She's one of our producing partners, man. Matter of fact, one of the movie, Sudden Passion. That's why we out here now in Detroit because they showed that movie today. She's also stars in that as well, and she actually produced the movie we just finished on Monday too. So she's a wonderful person, actress. So she's a producing partner. But there was also Byron in there too from earlier. With the cop with the gun, that was Byron.
Okay.
And also, we had a cameo appearance from Miss Michelle, the organizer of the Las Vegas Black Film Festival, with the short haircut. That's her. So you know, we're trying to incorporate. I call my Vegas celebrity people into our projects as well, because these are people who we admire and honor. You know what I'm saying? So if we got something going on, especially Miss Michelle, I mean, like she took time off to do this project with her. And we literally just worked with her daughter on Sunday. Her daughter was on this stuff in our last movie too. So, yeah.
You know, I saw a new face. I don't remember her name, but she was the one she hired. The young lady she hired that went to the police.
Oh yeah, Candace.
She played that role, man.
Yes,
she was definitely playing that hood role. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Candace is amazing. Matter of fact, we're writing a movie now for her to star in when we get back to Vegas. That we're gonna be working on, called Sister to Sister. Her and the dark-skinned girl from Diary of a Unicorn, the wife. They're playing sisters in this movie. It's a drama as well about two sisters. I'm gonna get too much into it, but yeah,
go look at the movie.
But so they're playing sisters, and we had the premiere for that, 2 Thursdays ago, whatever, and everybody loved her performance, and we saw this like, look, we got some raw talent here, man. People was just loving on her. But the thing about that, though, I mean, she's been doing it, but it's like her first big thing, and it was a dream come true for her. But it was also her father's dream, who passed away, that he wanted to be an actor. So when you see her in that jacket with the gun in her hand, that's her father's jacket that she always carries with her. So, you know, once I found out that story, like, you know, she's living her father's dream of being an actor.
She played that role well. I mean, I'm telling you, if I walked up to her on the street, I'd be like,
well, look,
and she's probably not even like that, but she played it very, very well.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. We love Candace.
It's one of our regulars right there.
She's watched all this. She worked midnights, keeps her up. It's a pleasure.
Okay, thank you, Bria. Appreciate you.
Both fingers said, "Wow."
Thank you, Bo.
Let me ask you this, Bobby. As much work as you guys do, and as much movies, as many movies as you guys put out, do you guys ever, you and Renee, do you ever get frustrated?
Only time we get frustrated when we don't get the actual audition response that we want. That's pretty much the only time we get frustrated. Like because in Atlanta, like I can make 10 movies and not use the same actor twice. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to give people that opportunity. So when we got to Vegas, it was kind of hard to pull teeth because I guess people weren't used to auditioning. They were just used to offered roles.
Yeah.
That's not our process. I mean, I'm not gonna give somebody a role to come to a movie and I haven't seen you act or seen you do anything, or you actually work for the project, because in our experience, and I'm just me and Renee's experience, people we've given stuff to in the past tend not to be carefree with this project. Meaning they didn't, they showed up on time, because the role was there. It was given a role, so they feel as though, well, I had to work hard for this, so you gave it to me. I can do how I want with this.
Right.
Versus people who have to work for the role, who audition for the role, they tend to give us more respect and more, commitment to the role. So when we did our first audition in Las Vegas, we had like 20 people from Vegas to show up or audition, and we had like 900 from LA. So so that's why we don't mind flying in, lead actors from out of state, because some of the lead actors and actors from Vegas, they won't audition for us for whatever reason. So that's the only frustrating part for us. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, it's frustrating, but we still make the project, we still put it on platform, and we still pay these people. You know what I'm saying? It would be cheaper to find local talent, so I ain't got to fly people in and put them in hotels. I can use that money for something else, but but we budget that for that. So well, we got to fly them in, we got to put them up. So
let me ask you this real quick too. So how many movies do you do a year as opposed to how many movies that you release a year?
It's a little different because so far we did 3 so far this year.
Right.
We did 6 last year, but you got to think about it. The 2 movies that 2 of the 3 we did this year won't come out till next year. One of them came out with Deadly Bonds. We did Deadly Bonds in February, but the new distributor we're working with released it earlier than we thought, because we thought it was going to come out to the summertime, but they released it early. They released it in April, 2 months after we gave it to them. So when y'all see movies coming out like Diary Unicorn and Memoirs of a Vixen, remember we did those movies last year. That was part of our 6 movies we did last year. So that's how it looks like. We're always working, constantly busy, because our release dates are pretty much almost 9 to 12 months out.
Okay.
Except for, I said, Deadly Bonds, which came out 2 months after we gave it to the distributor, because they enjoyed it that much, I suppose.
Well, I mean, you know what? I think it's easy to enjoy the movies that Bobby and Renee does. And man, look, we wanted to take this moment to give you the whole month, man. And we've done neither of the shows were the same, all right? Because you guys are so huge in our mind, okay, and in our lives, all right? You're just like part of the family, of Dope Living family. I want to get some of the posters, man. How can I get some posters?
I can send you the files. I mean, I just print them up at Walmart, but if you want me to print out something for you or send you the file to print yourself, because I only print them like 16 by 20.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You let me know what you want, and I can see all the files, all of them.
Please. And when you're gonna see my wall looking like yours.
Well, thank you. Matter of fact, when I get back home, I gotta make my wall back up again. Can we use that part of the house?
Right. I'm gonna be telling us that last week. Yeah.
I like that shirt.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I didn't even notice that, man. Sarcasm.
Yeah.
Renee probably brought that for him.
No, I bought it myself because I wanted to wear this shirt tomorrow on the director's panel.
Yeah.
But Renee won't let me wear it because we're gonna be everybody looking at us, and she don't be wearing sarcasm shirts. I mean, that's just my personality most of the time. But so yeah, my wife picks out my clothes. I hear all the jokes, so yeah, she picks out my clothes.
That's it's been an amazing month that we've had with you guys, man. And I'm saying it like it's over. It ain't never gonna be over, because when you have anything that's coming, anything that you want to talk about, I might talk about it anyway, even if you haven't told me. Okay, our platform is yours. I'm always gonna tell you that.
Thank you. I just recently I'm late. I know I'm late. I just got put on to Clubhouse.
Okay.
So the day that we got here, I mean in Detroit, I just happened to click the link and listen to it. And the guy, oh my God, he's gonna kill me. I can't think of his name right now. But he does a lot of these Tubi talk shows. And so I'm in the chat room and just 30, 40 people realized that we was in Detroit and started following us and going to watch our movies and stuff like that. So I know I'm late on Clubhouse, but I know I'm going to try to do better at getting on Clubhouse and doing the talking. But because
Don't feel bad. I'm in that same room.
right, exactly. So when you do that, then on top of that, people like, yeah, what's your IG? And I'm old school. I don't know how IG really works, but I have it on Facebook all the time.
Just tell them you're an OG, not an IG.
Right. So, but
Facebook all the time.
Right. But Renee said I can post on Facebook and then go to my IG. So she set that up for me. So I'm like, okay, but I go to my IG maybe every 3 weeks and I have all these messages in there. I'm like, oh, they must think I'm ignoring them. I'm just not there. So it is what it is.
It is what it is, man. We want to thank you for coming through, man, hanging out with us this whole month of you and Renee. We missing Renee right now, okay, because normally when Renee and Bobby are giving these final thoughts, these final comments, the gems that we give to our audience.
Well, let me see, can I get her, because she's upstairs with family, so hold on. Let me see, can I
I'll slap you. What you doing up here? Hiya.
She might slap me. We'll see.
All she got to do is give us that little nugget that she always gives us.
Renee,
He used to it by now, though.
Yeah.
They want
got that rubber neck.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Comment.
Yes, she is.
Hey.
Renee.
Good to see y'all.
Hey,
You
Renee,
too.
thank you and Bobby for allowing us to celebrate you for the entire month of May. We love you guys. We support you guys tremendously, and we're big fans of all of the work that you guys do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Thank you guys for doing that. That is so special to us. It means a lot. Thank you.
Appreciate it. But we wanted you to, as we go out, you know how we do at the end of the show. We give these nuggets to people, okay? You give good ones. Give us one.
A nugget. Let me think about it.
A nugget like this?
There we go. There we go.
Don't get slapped.
You know what I would say to people that people just sometimes they forget is if it was put in your spirit to do something, no matter how big or how small, it's already been ordained. Your steps is already ordained. All you have to do is take one step and gotta take two. Follow your dreams at all costs.
Let's go. Let's go. You know what? We don't need any more, y'all.
Nope, that was a good one.
That's it. All right. Both
Great send off.
He's so proud of both of you guys.
Thank you, Bo.
Thank you.
Hey, Mo, and he clowning you, bro. He said he's got the same backdrop as my boy. I thought he was at his house.
Everybody think I'm at their house.
Bobby and Renee, we appreciate you guys so much. Okay, and anytime you guys need us, understand that we're here for you guys. All right.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys.
Most
Love
definitely.
y'all.
Love you.
Yeah. Thank y'all again.
Most definitely. This Dope Living TV Live, man. We're gonna get out of here. We will see you guys next week. All of them guys that Bobby said to come in, y'all better come on, check us out. All right, let's go. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace.